Okay, let's proceed with the bearing. Another illustration. That is north 30 degrees is. Look at that. The angle 30 degrees starting from the north with the green pointer there. When we say north 20 degrees west, then the angle should be um, 20 degrees from the north, as you can see in the illustration. So this is our so we have the north, the south, the east, and the west with its angle. So north-northeast is equal to 22.5 degrees, and northeast is 45 degrees. East-northeast is 67.5 degrees. So we have east-southeast 112.5 degrees, and then southeast 135 degrees. South-southeast is 157.5 degrees. And then south is 180 degrees. South-southwest is 202.5 degrees. Southwest is 225 degrees. West-southwest is 247.5. We have the west, 270 degrees. West-northwest, 292.5 degrees. 315 degrees, that's the northwest. North-northwest is 337.5 degrees. So that's another representation or image of our compass. Take note, we have there from 0 to 45 to 90, then 135, 160, and then 225, and then 180, then 225, then 360, with an interval of 45 degrees in our, as shown in our figure. So we have another intended learning outcomes. So by the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to A. Define and distinguish between right and oblique triangles. Apply the Pythagorean theorem and basic trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine, tangent, to solve problems involving right triangles. And then compute the unknown side and angles of triangles in real-life application. And letter E, explain the concept of angle of elevation and angle of depression in relation to the horizontal sight lines. And then construct diagrams involving heights and distances using trigonometric ratios. Solve practical problems, height of a building, distance across a river, altitude of an airplane using trigonometry. Letter H, define and interpret bearings in terms of compass directions. North 30 degrees is. Convert between compass bearings and the standard angles in navigation. Letter J, apply trigonometric methods and triangle solving techniques in navigation problems involving bearings. Solve real-life navigation problems like the ship routes, airplane paths, using bearings. And then right and oblique triangles. So right triangles. So a right triangle has one 90-degree angle. The relationships between sides and angles are expressed through trigonometric functions. We have our mnemonics of SOHCAHTOA. And then the Pythagorean theorem applies. So we have a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, where c is the longest side, or what we call the hypotenuse. Applications: finding the height of a ladder against a wall, distance to an object using an angle of elevation, and many others. Oblique triangles, no 90-degree angle. So we are going to use the law of sine. So A over sine angle A is equal to B over sine angle B is equal to C over sine angle C. And then the law of cosines. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine of angle C. And there are two more equations that involves the law of cosines, where the unknown is where on the left side is A squared and the other one is the B squared. Applications of the law of cosines in surveying, navigation, construction projects where angles are not right angles. Angles of elevation and depression. The angle of elevation is the angle formed by the line of sight looking upward from a horizontal line, and the angle of depression is the angle formed by the line of sight looking downward from a horizontal line. Steps in solving problems. Draw a right triangle representing the situation. Identify the known and unknown quantities, and use appropriate trigonometric ratios to solve for the unknowns. Example: finding the height of a tower using the angle of elevation from a given distance. Number 2, determining the angle of depression from a lighthouse to a ship. So bearings in navigation. Bearing is a direction of one point from another. Express an angle measured clockwise from the north. So example, north 30 degrees is means 30 degrees is up north. Types of bearings. So compass bearings given in quadrantal form. Example, south 45 degrees, west. Azimuth bearings. We have measured clockwise from the north, ranging from 0 degrees to 360 degrees. Steps in solving problems. Draw a diagram indicating north and the direction of movement, and then represent the paths as side of a triangle. Number 3, use the law of sines or cosines to solve unknown distances or angles. Application: a ship sails on a bearing of north 60 degrees east for 20 kilometers, then changes course. Find its distance from the starting point. Number 2, an airplane follows certain bearings. Navigation officers compute its location relative to the airport. Practice problems for our Quarter 3 Measurement and Geometry Lesson Roman numeral number 3, solving real-life problems using right and oblique triangles, angles of elevation and depression, and bearings. Number 1. A ladder 8 meters long leans against a wall, making a 65-degree angle with the ground. How high does the ladder reach on the wall? So we're given a ladder length 8 meters, and you can see it in our figure, and angled with the ground 65 degrees. Required the height h it reaches on the wall. H is represented in our drawing. So we are going to use, since we are given the angle 65 degrees, the opposite side, the height, and the hypotenuse 8 meters, which is the hypotenuse, we are going to use sine ratio or sine function. Sine of 65 degrees is equal to h over 8. And therefore, by cross multiplication, h is equal to 8 multiplied by sine of 65 degrees, and the final answer is 7.25 meters. Let's proceed to practice problem number 2. A flagpole casts a shadow of 12 meters. If the angle of elevation of the sun is 40 degrees, how tall is the flagpole? So we're given a shadow length of 12 meters, the angle of elevation of the sun, 40 degrees, the height h of a pole. So as you can see in the figure, we are given the height, and then we are given the adjacent together with the angle. So we are going to use the tangent function. So using tangent of 40 degrees is equal to opposite, which is h, over the hypotenuse, which is 12. And by cross multiplication, we can get h. So h is equals to 12 times tangent of 40 degrees. So the final answer is 10.7 meters. Number 3. The diagonal of a rectangular lot measures 50 meters. If one side is 30 meters, find the other side. So we are given a diagonal of the rectangle D, which is 50 degrees as shown in our illustration. And then side A is 30 meters. And then we are asked to determine the other side. So because given is A, given our C, and the unknown is B, then we use the Pythagorean theorem. So using Pythagorean theorem, B is equals to the square root of D squared minus A squared. Substitute now the given data, and the final answer is 40 meters. We will have the next part of our Quarter 3 Measurement and Geometry Lesson Roman numeral number 3.